So that worked, right? Okay.
It doesn't show that it's remote.
Oh, yeah, it should, but it says if I click this,
Click it again.
it'll
Okay,
say
before.
pause, stop, so it's probably good.
Go to hide. Hide that bottom thing.
Oh, yeah.
Meetings and-
Yeah, how do I do that again?
It's right on there too. Floating. Yeah.
Loading meeting controls.
So it's out there.
Thank you. That's very much better. Well, thank you for the prayer and welcome everyone. It's nice to see the hairs here today. And what is your last name? Crosby, brother and sister Crosby, welcome. So you're jumping in right in the middle of everything, but that's probably fine because we have just been covering real basic stuff. But we're almost to the end. So today, I wanted to show you on here the different goals that we've done. We went up to goal 8. And Glenn suggested we skip goal 9 because that's us writing our own life story. So it's not like there's lesson content to be learned there. That's just kind of the next step in the process. Write a personal story for yourself, write one for an ancestor, keep a journal. So we can do those things on our own. And I woke up last week with a story in my head that I have told my grandchildren a couple times of the funniest and most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me the 18 years I was teaching middle school. And I thought, I have to write that down. It isn't written down, but so, and then I saw that was the next lesson, but so that's my homework is to write that story. And then 10, gather audio files, which we have to do on our own as well. So today we are going to cover goal 11 using the gallery and probably look at goal 12. Unless this takes us the full hour. So okay, memories, gallery, here we go. Using the gallery is an efficient way to organize and manage your photos and documents. That's, I guess, the purpose of it. So adding and finding items. I didn't really know what the gallery was, but it seems to be a collection of all of the photos and documents and things like that that we have put into our family search. Would that be right? That I have put in, yeah, to mine and you put into yours. And from there, we can make folders and do things, interesting things, which we'll see today. So
Can you turn off that front bank of lights again?
yeah, in fact, that's a good idea. We always need that bank off there. That is perfect, because when you turn the second group off, to me, it's too dark in here, but this is perfect. You can see that better now, huh? Okay. So you find your gallery here. Where did my family search go? Family history, home, there I am. Memories, and then you go to gallery. And you get all your stuff. I don't have a whole lot in there, but I have several things. An interesting thing is that this picture, actually, a worse version of this picture popped up when I was at the Family History Center last week. So he's married to one of my great aunts, I think. And Rose Nyman showed me how to sharpen it. So this one that I've got the cursor on right now is the sharper version. And a little bit later, I'll show you what I did with the not so good version. And then you can colorize it. There has to be a certain order, and I don't remember at all what the procedure was, but I was pretty impressed. You've done that, Angela?
No, I need to learn it.
Oh,
Rose knows it really well.
yes.
She did.
So,
I think you do it. I think you can colorize on My Heritage, but on Ancestry, you click something and it edits it and it really brightens it and defines everything, and it's amazing.
yeah, and she did it on Ancestry, right? Yeah. So, let me go back. So if you want to add an item to the gallery, you drag it from location on your computer. Or you click the green plus button. So it's really simple. Just click this. And then you can choose your file. Or I think that's what I just did, was I chose a file, and you can even get pictures from Facebook, Instagram, places like that. So
You can do it from your phone too.
yes, you can do all of this stuff from your phone, and that's what the a lot of goal 12 has to do with, is how to do this stuff from your phone. So I will show you, introduce that to you, but I did not work on that myself because I'm struggling to hang on to what I'm learning about how to do it here. And I'm not thinking that I could probably.
It's actually easier than the phone, I think.
Is it?
So
Wonderful. Well, when we get to that part, maybe you can help us out. There's where it says you can also add photos from Instagram, Facebook, and Google Photos by clicking the corresponding buttons. Now, I didn't see the buttons just now, but were they there?
Go back to your gallery,
Okay.
and then when you hit the plus. Right down there, and see your
Oh.
Google Photos.
Yeah.
That'll take you right to Google Photos.
Okay. That's so easy. That's wonderful. All right. So there's some good articles, importing Google Photos. Now, but when I see the year 2017 on an article, last night, I actually thought, I wonder if it's been changed since that was written. Because you know how things are constantly being updated in Family Search, and procedures change. So I did not go in and study those much. So, but they are there. And if you want to choose only a certain type, click the icon for photos or stories or documents or audio. Upper left, let's look at that. That would be audio, documents, stories, and photos. And then we'll talk about this thing here in a minute, newest added. Okay. So if you want to, oh, here it is, newest added. If you want to sort the memories, let's see the arrange menu. You can do it by title alphabetically. Can ask it to just show you the ones with no titles. If you need to add titles and you just want to work on that, the ones that are not tagged, the ones that are not in an album. So,
Oh, can I ask, I don't want to delay it with stupid questions, but.
no, that's okay. There's none of those.
How do you get the photos in the gallery in the first place?
You click on it.
You gotta click on the plus, so click on that X.
Yeah.
And there's a plus sign.
Yes. So you, this one I just put in the other day. So I'm trying to remember how I did that. So you just add memories, and then you go get them from Google Photos.
When you choose
Or,
Okay,
files in your computer.
in your
you can
computer.
choose.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
then you
so-
just click on that and then that
You
brings
can
it
choose
over.
up to 10 photos at a time.
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Thank you for asking that. That's an important question.
I tried this, not, and this is what this class was on, but I tried it and I added it directly to the person, and now when I go to my gallery, I see they're all right there.
Yeah, it puts it
In yours too.
in your gallery for you.
Okay.
So you may not have ever put anything specifically into gallery, but you put it to, that's what I did too. I put it to the person, I think, but then they're all there together in
That's why you
gallery.
need albums, is because your gallery's everything.
Yes.
Everything that you add, people add and do, it's there.
And how does albums solve the problem?
Okay. Oh, sure. That's what we're going to go to next. Yes. So, well, there's a lot about the albums in a minute, but let me just keep going here. You can have list view icon, or you can, which would be this. But I'm not in my gallery. This is the list view, and this is the whatever they call the other view. So in list view, I just went exploring that last night, and you can add event dates and places. So I added a couple of these last night because most of them from about here down. No, I think even the one of my husband in 88, I hadn't put in where it was or the year. So that's really a nice, easy way to get dates and places on everything.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to have multiple documents on one picture, so to speak? So this guy's church records here, his brother is here, sister is on the same record. So it's a little more than just one date, so is there a way to put a range of dates?
I think I tried that.
So just put 1992 to 2000 -2000.
Yeah, now here I did it 1930 to 39, and it took it. So I wasn't sure. I didn't know exactly when that picture was taken, but I guessed.
Now, a question maybe somebody can answer too, is you have a picture in gallery, and like he said, there's 3 different people on this document. And so you tag each name on there. Okay, so that document will go to each one of their memories. Now, when that goes to the other memory, can you edit the title? So you would be able to,
If you put it in, you can edit this.
Oh, you can add it, but.
And it won't change
It will
anybody
change it
else's.
to the other person. It will edit every one of them.
Yeah.
I tried that. the
It's
other
only,
night.
there's only one file,
Uh-huh.
and then there's 3 pointers to that file from each of the 3.
Once you tag the person
Whatever you
to
change
the
on the one
title,
file,
it's the same for all.
it's changed for.
It is changed for everybody.
What
Okay.
about the topic tags? You can click on topic tag. Did you do that for each specific person? But I don't understand.
Okay.
I rather doubt it, but.
So
So-
you,
Probably just some people find them.
do you put them into the gallery and tag the people, or do you put them into the people and then they automatically go to the
You
gallery?
can do either way.
Either way. There goes.
You put it into your mom, but it has you and your brother in it. Then you just tag you and your brother and it goes there. So it does the same thing in the gallery.
That's a good reason for tagging, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. No, that's how you share it.
You had a question or a comment in the
I
back?
was gonna say what she just did. We learned that put it in one person, tag everybody, and it goes to everybody's file standard.
Yeah, when I started tagging, didn't really know about it. I didn't know that I wanted to bother with it, you know what I mean? Although, of course, you want to know whose face that is, so that makes sense. But the additional reason is really good.
Well, and if it's a living person, you know, they put it private, you kind of check that private thing. But then in my gallery, I try to make them all not a public because I wanted to, if I just die tomorrow, you know, I want people to have those pictures because that's why I'm putting them in there. But it blocked them still because I had living people. And so I learned in the groups down below, you can pin them to a group. So it's good to make a family group and have all your family have access to those pictures. Because in your group, they can have that access.
Hmm.
And that's who it's public and who can see it. I've been playing with that because it's been frustrating. My husband couldn't see what I put in about him, but I had to get him in the group and that was for him to be able to see.
Now, is that the group that you form to, so other people can come and get ordinances from your list? Okay, so you have to invite family members to that group by an email, right? And then they have to,
Getting them to answer is hard.
yeah, getting them to answer is hard. I sent out an email and got 2 people, but, and then you have to go back in and say, yes, I want this person in my group. So you have to approve when they agree. Make sense?
So you're recommending a different album for different people.
Yeah, and I'll show you that.
And then just so I'm clear, what if I want to put a picture that somebody else sent and posted to one of my grandparents or something? How do I move that into my gallery? I can't.
You can only do your own pictures,
Oh,
your
okay.
own documents. Unless you copy them.
People.
You can tag, I think you can tag
Tag
somebody
people.
else.
And then if they send it to me, I can
Change
put it
your
right in
title.
Google. Okay.
You have to have contact.
Got it.
All right, so let's go back to the other view up here. And see where we are. That's talking about adding a tag there. See goal 6, choice B. Magnifying glass, type the name you want to search for in the filter field. Okay, I didn't do that when I was prepping last night, but right here. Just, you want to find out if you have a picture or a document for some particular person, you just type it right there. And if you have a huge gallery, that would be really helpful. Mine starts here and ends down here.
That's what I did when I wanted to move over certain documents under the sources. Is I can search it by the title and it will bring up those and then I just click on the picture and it puts it in my sources.
Emily, demonstrate and search.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to search for my great-grandfather. Oops. Not X.
Oh, just Arthur got him right there.
Oh, I got him. Yeah. Not a whole lot, but there's a picture of him here that I was playing around with last night.
Remember that in a search, less is more. You don't want to be too specific or you're gonna miss them.
Oh,
Just type in the first name and see what you get. Because if you keep typing, the middle name may not be in there.
good
You know what I mean?
point.
Less is more in a search.
Okay, and did you notice it brought up, oh, I thought that was going to take me back. It brought up, this is his wife, my great-grandmother, and it brought up something about her. But I guess probably here, it brought this up, background of euphemia, which I had gotten out of a family member's letter that had been written by her husband. So there's information about her that it brought up, but it's because his name is in that. His name is right here. So the search is pretty good. Okay, any other questions or comments on that?
I think Brother Merrill's question, if I understand correctly, was you have one picture and several documents that go to that one picture. Is that? what-
Yeah, like a census record. It's got
Right, so you
mom,
have
dad,
several,
and several of the children.
but you don't necessarily want those documents to go to everybody that's in that picture.
Yes, I
Is that
do.
one? Oh, you do?
I do. I tag every individual
Okay.
related.
Okay, so was your question answered?
Well, my question was on the date. See, I can put in this, what I titled it, and then I can put a date of 1860 for a census record. But with the church, like the LDS church records, you go in and I copy down this brother and this sister and that, and they all have different birthdays. So I need to put a range of dates with that, so it's got an associated date with it instead of that. You put in a biography. What date do you put with a biography?
Yeah,
Well, technically you should put a birth date and a death date with that little dash. And then it's at least eliminates the date field. Your records are a little more complete.
I have an autobiography that my dad wrote when he was 12 for a class, and he had to put family history information in it. So it has a lot of that. And I happen to know, how old he was when he wrote it. So I put the date that he wrote it, the year that he wrote it in there.
That's what I would do on an autobiography. But
Yeah.
biography is usually after somebody passed away.
Right, and it spans their whole life, so usually. So here is one of the BYU videos, tips for using gallery features. So probably that would be a good review of what's been handled so far and also more. Select an action for one or more items in the gallery. So if you wanted, some of this might be things we've already talked about, but here are the actions you can do over here. You can rotate, you can download, you can add to an album. So we'll be talking about that. Hover just to the left of an item in list view or check the little check mark. So if I go to list view and I want to choose one to work on or do something with, I click there. If I'm in the other main view, I have these little, I can check anybody, by clicking that. Okay. And then I can do something with it, such as,
Your actions are to the left on the blue strip. That's what you can do with this.
actions, right? Thank you. There it is. I forgot. So that's any of those things. Make private, show containing albums. That would be interesting. That's a nice navigational thing. Move it to my archive.
What does that do when you move it to archive?
I have no idea. It tucks it away.
It takes it out of your gallery into an archive, which is on the top left there. You see, we're in my memories right now on the left. But if you put it into my archive, then it's going to be there. It's not going to be visible in your gallery.
Yeah. Or you can delete things and they go into, yeah. I deleted this one last night because it said if it's been less than 120 days, it'll hold it in that recently deleted folder, and then I could go back and get it. So I did that so I could show you guys. And that's the unaltered picture that I first got off of somewhere. It popped up in my family search program, and I just decided I'd tuck it away there. And then if I click on it, I don't want to delete it permanently yet, but I really don't need that one. But move to my memories, put it back in the gallery. I wonder if that's what that would do. Probably is.
Gallery is under my memories on the left.
My memories. That's where gallery is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, see, there it is. So it's kind of nice that you can move things in and out and not lose them you'll have it in there for 120 days. Okay, so for a photo where you can rotate and all that, we saw that. That's all this over here. To add an event date or place, open the item, click save. that was what I was doing. I was adding event dates and places here, and I just clicked, let's see. I already put the year on this picture, but if I hadn't done that, I could put the year in like that.
I've learned if you put the date in the title and the date in the date, that they will tend to be in that order, especially it helps in organizing.
Yeah, I'm trying to change. And put the date first.
You have to put the date first.
So
in
when
the
you,
title.
when you bring up that page and it says edit, and you're going to say 2011 Emily and Adam.
Right,
And that way it'll go in a chronological.
but you have to also have where it has the date in the edit place on the right. There's a place, when you choose a picture, just click picture.
Okay. Just go like that.
Double click. Here, open it up. See where it says edit,
Mhm.
you have to have the date, see it says place and date. Anything you add there is really helpful for organizing.
Over here.
Right, it has to have the date, and you've got them in both places.
Yeah.
It's like our family through the year, I'm trying to put pictures, if I put it in the title and I put it in the place, then I get them in the right order.
Yeah.
If I don't, then they're,
Don't you think their surname should be added to that title?
Probably.
edit, it's on edit, but then you have to save it once you change.
Oh, it's not gonna write Brick Oven Pizza. It's just gonna write promo.
Yeah. what question-
But I could put that down.
Yeah, anytime you change it, you submit.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my questions has been, when you do your title, should you put it like that name in as it is in Family Search, like my great grandmother would be exactly how it's written in Family Search, or just say, this is,
The title doesn't matter, I mean, as far as what you put for the name. But when you tag the person, it will only tag them with the exact name and it'll pull it up for you.
Well, I tagged myself on this one last night, and I didn't want to put my full first name and my full maiden name. And so I typed it like that, and then whatever popped up next showed me that it didn't know who that was. So
Won't know who it is unless you type it exactly.
unless I,
Type it how it is in Family Search, it will come up and you can click that. And that will come up. It has to.
So
have that.
demonstrate that.
yeah.
It has to have the name of the.
So how do I retag it?
Tag the balloon. Let's name the balloon somebody. Say start tagging and just name the balloon Abraham, Orchard, or whoever. Just to show us. There you go. Okay, so now when you hover over there.
Oh, submit. Do I need to submit first?
gotta hook it to.
There you go.
There.
So now that balloon is named Abijah Smith. You didn't have to type it, you just had to start typing in and find his name. And all the names in Family Search will come up that are related to it. So it'll come up.
Now, if you want to change the tag, you can delete that.
I'll just cancel. We have to cancel it.
Cancel.
No,
We'll have it
get
back.
out of that.
Delete, yeah. you can
Oh, you can delete it. I'll just cancel it.
Cancel at the bottom and.
I can tell you delete.
Yeah, it's like instead of submitting.
Okay.
cancel.
So I should probably delete my tag here and type it like I'm listed in.
Otherwise, it's not gonna show up in your memory base page, your person page. That's not gonna show up because it's not tagged to your exact name.
Okay. So just click it again and start. No, I already, I gotta undo it. Let's see. Here,
There, see where it says delete.
yeah. Okay, and now
Find new tag.
do it again. So,
Start typing your name.
okay. There I am. Oh, that's pretty easy.
Now
But-
it's show up in your memories on your person.
Okay, well, the problem with that is that none of those have my married name on them.
Well, you can go to your person page, it'll show you.
It will show you, don't forget to submit it.
All right, save it.
We're all-
This little girl
Now it's added on your right.
over here.
You're there.
Yeah. All right. This little girl is, she was about 6 in the picture, and she's now a missionary, Mandarin speaking missionary in LA. And she has a 6-year-old sister who looks exactly like her.
Okay, now, go where it says public, because this is where I have a question. It says public down below on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Go on down, yeah. And that click on it.
Yeah, click on
and
that.
it's on there.
Oh, the pen, the pencil.
It says be private or public. And right now that's public, and some people don't like having children there because then they can look at the date and the place and all that, but. She's all grown up. She's all grown up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I mark people public and then they lock it because I clicked on a private person to tag.
What do you mean they lock it?
I made it public, but they lock it because it has private.
No, what do you mean they lock it?
It has a lock on the picture in my, that was. That's where I'm trying to figure that out.
Hmm.
I can
So
show you
somebody
my-
else did it inside.
Yeah, it's interesting because it says you're living there and she's living, it's been, and you have to read that, and you have to have the permission, but I feel like.
Yeah.
So that's a really good question, because I have like, my daughter has, like littles. And I wanna have that in my gallery, and I also wanna tag them, but they're all living and they're super young.
Yeah.
But if I put it private, if something happens to me, will not be able to access those. So I need to do a public.
So I do it private, but then I create a group with my family, and they have to join that group, and then they have access.
Okay, so if they don't join it,
Yeah, you don't get these pictures.
yeah, so do I put a lock on that picture, or does she need to go on and put a lock on that picture? I can make it public. I mean,
Oh,
so
does
put a
she
lock
have
on
to
it.
make- all I know is I went in and made my public because they told me if I died, they do it, and then I went back the next day and they were private. Because of the people I had tagged on family search living, and it's a private person.
So Family Search did it for you.
They went back and made it back, but I had to make sure they were in a group. So they had access. If you go down, you'll see, go down a little further after public. Okay, now make it private for a minute.
Okay.
Put that, make it private. All right.
Well, this is really helpful.
I'm trying to, I'm working with it because I want to.
So click continue.
It makes it private now, go down and it should have, do you have any groups?
Yes.
Oh, click. What's online? I can gallery. No, it has to be on that picture.
Would it be any of those icons up at the top, like the eye and the tag and the phone and the word? Would it be on those? Or the ring that
Mine shows up on my gallery.
on the shish kebab, try to
Go back.
Is that?
Go back to your gallery.
What shows up?
I have two groups. I have my brothers and sisters as a group, and then my children and us as my husband and I in a group. So it's right below there where it says contributed by, I could click on a box and I can say who can see it.
Ah,
Well,
And I
doesn't
can
have
add
to-
my group, but if you don't
But-
have a group, then it won't.
I did create an Ellsworth family group
You're talking about a group for temple.
for temple names.
Yeah,
But that same group is that group.
That is the group. right?
Yeah, that's what you said earlier. So it's not showing up here. So I'm gonna change it back.
You really have to play with it and watch it, but that's what I've learned, is that I have to make sure it's in those groups.
Yeah.
We do need it last time, groups, family groups.
Because you were saying if you leave it on private and then something happens to you, then no one can access it.
Except your family group, because you made it available to your family. So that's my
That's
family,
the.
and that's what I want.
Tell your family your password to your
Yes.
account.
They do. But they do, once you're labeled deceased,
That won't
though,
help.
Yeah, once you're dead,
you're dead.
first thing they do when they find out you're dead.
Tell your ward clerk not to let them dead until.
After your bag's not
Yeah.
accessible. Oh.
Just don't tell anybody you're doing.
That's why I don't. Anything's private. It's long.
A lot of good advice flying around here.
The concern of like vendors, like my daughter, I need to get people having to.
Yeah, so this group idea sounds like a good idea. I thought I told you.
There,
You're gonna show us how to make a group?
I don't think that's in this lesson, and I don't remember how I did make one, but I was in my family search account, and there some way there was a way.
Sure. Could we be using Ellsworth this? Should we be using that now? Because we're gonna make mistakes.
Ask Glenn that question.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you wanna see my lock and unlock, I'm screen.
While we're learning. And then after we think we've got it right, then we do it.
I wouldn't worry about it. I just went with the real account.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that answer. Because you don't want to complicate it any more than you have to. least
Already complicated.
I don't. Okay, so we showed you, did I show you moving it to my archive? I think I did. Add a topic tag for an item. Click save. We just talked about making it private. And I showed you restoring a memory that you deleted less than 120 days ago. So that was good.
Did you talk about adding
Al,
pictures of things, not people?
like a photo of a document, you mean?
No, I have a picture of a baby plate that was my mother's.
Oh, yeah, like an object.
Yeah, so
Somebody-
would you try to, I mean,
Jerry, you were adding lots of pictures of antique objects that your mother had, or someone in your family had. She's got a question about that. Do you want to just rephrase
yeah,
that?
so I
Tell
have
Jerry.
a picture here of, it's a baby plate, it was my mom's.
Yes.
That I wanted to add. It's in the gallery, but do I need to tag that?
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
If you want to show up on her person page, you have to tag it.
Okay, so how do I do that? Because it asks.
Drag it directly to her memory page, you'll back to her.
It's- It's amazing the way Family Search sorts it for you by, once it's tagged, it just goes to their page. That's really remarkable to me. Makes it very much better. So we'll talk about creating a new album, which is pretty basic. Here's your list of albums. And a couple of these I created last night because I didn't have very many. And you can see my parents' wedding album. That I brought these 8 pictures over to that album when I was working on it last night. So they're all there, and you can bring, I think, up to 7 at one time by just clicking them all and then dragging one of them, and they all come over. Yes.
And when you've done this now and they're in the albums, do they also show singly still in your gallery?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that was my first thought too, was wait a minute, what's in the gallery now? And yeah, they're all still there
Just in different places.
down here. they're just still in the same random order they were in before, but it's these 8 pictures, right, or 7, right? There's 8 of them. There's the parents of my mother's parents. No, grandparents. And then this one, okay, so I made an album for Dave Ellsworth family. So he's our youngest son. And you can just grab your picture and go like this. And then actually, I wonder if, yeah. So last night I put their little baby in there, but then I waited so I could do it, show you guys how to get it over. It's so simple.
You could drive the one.
Yeah, I dragged 7 at once on the first one I showed them. Yeah, so that's in there, and it's also back in my memories. And if I want to drag another one, pardon, creating a new album. Okay, let's do that. Let's see, which of my kids do I not have an album for yet? Grant. So, got one more. He's single, so I'll just put his name only. And then, let's see, I don't even know if I have any pictures of him in here.
Her fake one.
Oh, you know, the one I have. What did you say?
Her fake one.
The one that I have, he married this girl in 2015 and they got divorced the next year. They were not good for each other and neither one of them was in a good place. So I could move that over to Grant's album, but I really think I need to just get rid of the picture altogether. Because we don't want to talk about her or remember her very much. So if I put her, can I put her in here from
Children.
no children? It was all good. Yeah. So in recently deleted now, I tried to put it in there, but it didn't really work. So let's see. Click it and then drag it into, or maybe I can just delete it this way.
You see at the top, you can delete the whole album or you can. Right.
I don't want to delete the whole album, but I do want to get rid of this picture.
It says it
It's in the album.
was deleted after 120 days.
Yeah, so that will take care of it for me, right?
Now actions, okay, once you select it, you go up to actions, go back to the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, click on it. Now you go up to actions, and remove that.
Remove from album.
Then you delete it in the album.
Okay. So would I get delete up here now? Yeah. There we go. Goodbye, Kreslin. Delete from family search. Move to my archive.
Now, this would be a good instance of a good reason to move it to your archive because you take it out of your gallery so nobody else sees it. But if you still want that picture because for some reason
It's still part of his history.
Yeah, that's right.
It will be recorded on his page as a marriage and a divorce. So if you ever, it might not be a good part of your history, but
Yeah, and it's actually his to decide that. So
that part's the very most part.
yeah.
Don't say that. That's unfortunate, but it's probably true.
Now here I have a our oldest son's littlest daughter when she was a baby, and then a funny booklet that his wife put together the year that they had to do homeschool because of COVID. I might have a minute to just show you. I was reading it last night for the first time in quite a while, and it just was so funny and cute. Yes. Well, she signs it, "Sincerely, Chrissy, principal, teacher, lunch lady, and lead custodian." And she starts out, "I never asked to be the principal or lead teacher of this school. Also, I am still waiting for payment." She's got a great sense of humor. So here's the faculty, my son, her husband, their friend, Son, gamekeeper like Hagrid, except a short, queer, green-haired Hagrid. This is, I think, Son's dog, school security guard. And there's principal, teacher, lunch lady, and lead custodian. And then she has her kids, most likely to give us all diabetes, most likely to stick to the stay-at-home orders even once they are filled. Their son, Sam, never wants to go anywhere. He wants to stay home and read and draw. And this is most likely to be the one screaming. And this is most likely to be a good boy. And these are my son Spencer's toys, most likely to be the worst Decepticons. So she had such a good time with that, and so did we. That's a great thing for me to have in there. Okay, so now back up. When I don't know how else to back up, I just push the backup arrow. Okay. So let's see where we are in any questions about getting a new album and putting things in it? It's really easy.
What I like about albums is that you can move your pictures around. You can't in your gallery, but in your albums, you can move pictures in the order you want them. So like my parents, I could do it in the order from younger. And it's right there in the album, it says up the top. Order, and you can just move your picture.
You just
That's
click
really
and
nice.
click and drag it to where you want it, but you can't do that in
And not in your gallery.
in the gallery.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good thing
That's
to
why
know.
it's nice to have it in an album, because you can make sense of each album. Because you can put it in whatever order you want. So if you go to the album, it's right one of the tabs at the top. In the album. So his album. Yeah, see where it says, reorder? You see where-
Yes,
Click
yes,
that,
thank you.
and now you can move them in whatever order you want,
All right.
and you can do what you want. I think they can just count. So it's-
Oh, wait a minute, did it stay? It didn't stay where I put it. It just jumps back to the same place.
They go right up against,
Yeah, stick it right next to the other.
What do you
go
mean?
back to the end there, but you're putting it too far away.
Oh,
Put it right up against it. No,
No. Oh, boy. Drag it just one over, like one over, like put it in between two bits.
yeah.
Yeah, that right there.
Yeah, you have to get that blue bar.
You have to get, yeah.
But try going to the end and see if you can get a blue bar. Yeah.
there we go.
But it's,
No.
no, it's just two of them stay, okay.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
two.
and so that's really nice in an album. So when you get your pictures like all of one person, you can do it from youngest to oldest, or sometimes if you haven't dated right,
Yeah.
it does it for you. So,
So
Then
if,
you gotta save what you want.
yeah, you have to say that, that's enough. Yeah.
great. And you can edit the title of your album here. Oh, and also share it. Yeah, you can email it, put it on Facebook.
These are the pictures I have.
Yep,
No.
that's nice. You and the reorder. And then the slideshow. You can do the slideshow. So it just runs it.
Now, you could do a voiceover and describe
what's happening, and it's. Is that right?
I don't know. Can you record with them?
Should be able to
Record on any picture.
You can record.
Oh, down here?
Well, that's the plan. You're
That's-
in and out, you're in a
You gotta go all the
slideshow.
way back.
So get out of the slideshow with the X on the top right.
Over here.
Now go to open a picture.
Okay,
Has to be a picture you put in.
okay. I think I put all these
Yeah.
in.
And then add audio on the way. And
Ah,
tell about that picture. And then when you play the slideshow, when that picture comes up, the audio of it will also.
ooh. So you just,
You have
Click
only
that and
5
start-
minutes.
Start recording.
Yeah, go ahead, do it. Say something about that picture, just for.
Wedding party.
demonstrate.
okay.
Your volume's not up though.
I guess that's telling me to get the best volume, right? Okay, so, 3, 2, 1 countdown. This picture shows Priscilla and Earl, my parents, on their wedding day with her sister and sister-in-laws on the left side of the picture. Next to the bride, my mother, is my dad's parents, Emily and Earl Osborne. And then on the far right is my mother's parents, Napier and Ruth Smith. Do I stop?
Delete it.
Oh, darn.
Oh,
You have to just push the words down.
What
Push
should
the
it-
Green check mark.
oh, to stop it?
Yeah, that means you're done. I'm done.
Okay.
But just say 3 words and hit the.
Okay.
You can go out and delete it.
This is the wedding group, the family group.
Green check mark. Good. And then it's uploading your file.
Now play.
Now you can play.
There.
This is the wedding group, the family group.
Okay,
Cool.
now when you show the slideshow. Man, that's a fun thing.
Show the slideshow.
Then that will play when that picture comes up. Try it.
Okay, where did slideshow go?
Back to your group. I mean, your album.
Album.
Yeah, this is the back button. thing.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
Is that the picture?
No,
That was
no,
it.
I said come, it will come.
Oh,
That's so neat.
I thought that was it.
why did it show that picture first?
This is first in the.
Yeah, this is the wedding group.
You can make slideshows on that, and then you can tell other people.
Wow,
Magic. That's in the album.
that is so cool.
I got that picture.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, no, ours was looking at the side.
I just wanna know who was sitting in the back seat of the car.
My mom and my dad.
Who's sitting in the back seat taking the picture?
Oh, who was behind the car?
Yeah, that was looking.
They were looking through the back window. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't her.
Wasn't me. Okay. Did we do this one? Drag a memory into the desired album folder. Yeah, we did that. Okay. And you can do add multiple items, select each one, and then drag one of them, and they will all go over. Now, additional album options. We saw how we could change the title by clicking edit title. The description, add or edit the description. It's right here, add description. And then you have to save that, of course. And sharing, we talked about that and looked at that. You can delete the whole album. And then we learned about reordering the contents. So, and playing a slideshow, we've done it all. Because you guys are helping. All right. So that is the end, but I want to show you, we have, well, actually, it's time to quit. That last goal is Solutions Gallery, and I'll just show you what that says. Follow the links below to explore apps and websites in Family Search Solutions Gallery. So, items to help you work with memories, see photos and stories, use filters. And then here we get to the mobile apps part. So you can learn about Family Search Memories mobile apps in these blog posts and learn how to use all of that on your phone if that's what you want to do. Like I said, I didn't dwell on that because I didn't think there was space up here. All right, so let's, do we have a closing prayer? We usually don't, do we?
Something for the past.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just record the tracker, and next week, I don't know, we probably want to maybe see what we think about looking at that Solutions Gallery or just letting everybody explore it on their own, maybe see what one thinks. But we would go to the next project, right?
Project 3.
After Solutions Gallery, we would be in project 3. Because this is just showing me project 2 here. So we might look at Solutions Gallery or we might not. Thank you, all the helpful ideas.
I think everybody knows a little bit.
It really helps. We would do 12, but we may just jump to the next project.
Thank you so much for coming.
We'll see you next time.
Everyone, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Dang, that was nice.
See you next week. Did you need the tracker thing? Oh, yes, thank you.
Think so?
Search.
I'll make sure on it. Oh, I think more than one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. I hope we'll see you again.
Does that make sense? So the airline system.
So, sister, so these classes start with session 1 and go through session, what, 12?
They start at the beginning of the family history guide, and we did the first project, I forget, yeah, the first project was family search, and we're right at the very last, no, yeah, we're at the end of memories.
Go to one of your.
So what I'm asking is, does it start over again once you go through?
Oh, Glenn was the one who came up with the class, and he thinks we should, when we finish family search, he thinks we should do ancestry.
Oh, okay.
So just keep
So
going.
no, it doesn't go back and start over. We've missed that, it sounds
You
like.
missed the first, we started in September
Yeah,
and went through, but you can do it all on your own.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so what isn't, so when does it go into ancestry? Because I'm not interested in that one, but I'm interested in family search. Are there still more family search sessions?
Yes, there are. Family search has here. We did family tree and then we're just finishing memories. We're gonna
Oh,
do.
so we're just on two.
Yeah,
Okay.
number 2 project.
Okay, so we got a
in-
long ways to go.
We got descendants, discover, indexing, help, technology, DNA.
Okay, so we'll just keep coming. So the only thing, we just missed family tree.
Yeah, and most of memories.
You can do that on your
Got it.
own.
We can do that on our own.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Oh, our
it's
pleasure.
great to have more people.
Yes.
I should stop this recording. We had hid the icons. Where did we hide them? Or they didn't-
Let's try escape. There it is.
Oh, escape, yeah. So, stop share or stop recording.
You know that, I used to know that, but now there are some people living that.